Bon's Buzz. I'm Avril.
I am Gianna. We are 5th graders at St. Bon's.
Each day, the St. Bon's Buzz will bring you news about what is happening in our school.
The 3rd graders in Miss Irby's class will have mass parts this Friday.
And great news for Buzz fans, you are invited to attend our school masses going forward.
That is great news. I know we have a lot of people who miss coming to our school masses.
Gianna, did you see the Lenten Rice Bowl that came home last week?
Yep, we put it together and have started collecting money for those in need.
Us too. There was also a great calendar of information and activities to do for Lent.
Students, we challenge you to participate in some of the Lent activities that are suggested on the calendar.
Hey Gianna, do you know one of my favorite parts about the Buzz is? The fun videos Mrs. Milok sends us featuring Rosie the Hamster.
Me too. That hamster is fun to watch.
Here's another clip of Rosie in action.
Hello, Miss Rosie. Rosie is going to come out for a little break. Yes. Oh, she is very excited. Mrs. Milok got a message from Mrs. Hamling today asking to video Rosie while she was on her wheel. Now, I don't know if Mrs. Hamling knows much about hamsters, but I don't think you can train a hamster to go and do what you want. But we're going to give it a try. So what I did, I kind of tidied up her house, moved things around a little bit, and I put some peas in her little cottage up there. Looks like she's enjoying that. And I washed her wheel. I'll show you. And I put a little of that Yummies on the bottom of her wheel. And I thought, well, maybe she'll check that out and then she'll go for a little jog. So we'll just see what Rosie decides to do. We can try to tell her what to do. Hey, Rose, go run on your wheel. Rosie, Rosie. I don't think she's listening. I did read that hamsters can learn their names. Oh, there she goes, there she goes. Oh, she found her little snack. Maybe she'll eat it and go for a little run like we want her to. Hamsters can learn their names, and they are very smart. I did not know they were very smart. And I also looked up how big a hamster's brain is. What do you guys think? Do you think a hamster's brain is A, as big as a pea, B, as big as a golf ball, or C, as big as a grape? Well, the answer is C, as big as a grape. Of course, a regular hamster is bigger than Rosie, but that means her brain is pretty big compared to the rest of her. So maybe if you're having trouble with your math, you can come down and Rosie will help you out a little bit. Well, look how smart. She listened. Rosie, go for a little jog. Good, Rosie. Yes. Oh, she's very talented. She can get off and on at the same lickety-split.
That was cute. Thanks, Mrs. Milok.
The 5th graders are hosting the Buzz this week, but next week it'll be another class's turn. Let's see who it is.
The third graders, I know they will do a great job.
Third graders, if you'd like to host the buzz, please see Mrs. Hamling after school to sign up.
Okay, let's check out what is for lunch tomorrow.
Lunch on Tuesday will be chicken patty, broccoli, and fruit. Remember, you can bring your own lunch or eat the school lunch.
Our weather for Tuesday is expecting to be 41 degrees.
That is the nicest it has been in a while, but it's still cold, so don't forget your coat, hat, gloves, and boots.
Also, make sure to bring your water bottle, fill it up, and wear your mask every day.
Let's stand and pray the St. Michael prayer.
Well, that's all we have time for today. Thanks for joining us for the St. Bon's Buzz.
And check out this information about the Feast of the Chair of St. Peter.
Today is the Feast of the Chair of St. Peter, dating back to the 4th century. It's a day to give thanks to God for the mission entrusted to the Apostle Peter. An ancient tradition holds that St. Peter himself sat upon it during sermons. It can be seen from the entryway in St. Peter's Basilica in Rome, and it is enclosed in a gilt bronze casing designed by the great Gian Lorenzo Bernini. Joining us now to explain why there is a feast day for a chair is Matthew Bunson, EWTN senior contributor. Welcome back to the show.
Good to be with you.
All right, tell us, why is there a feast day for a chair?
Well, pilgrims who make their way into St. Peter's Basilica are always astonished to discover that there's somewhere called the altar of the chair. And as they reflect on this spiritually, what they discover is that the chair, the relic of the chair, actually points us to something much more important. And on this feast of the chair of St. Peter, we reflect on the office of Peter, on the office of the popes, the infallibility that they bring with them, faith and morals, and as a source of unity for the church.
Let's take a look at the reading today. In Matthew chapter 16, it says, "And so I say to you, you are Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of the netherworld shall not prevail against it." Does this relate to infallibility, to the chair itself physically?
It does. The office of Peter, the chair of Peter, and all of his successors received from Christ the keys to the kingdom, the keys to the gates of the netherworld, as you say. What it means is that they are this focus of unity in the church. They are universal pastors. They preside in charity over the church in a ministry of service and of love, but also one of authority.
Tell me about the altar.
Yeah, well, the altar, as created by Gian Lorenzo Bernini, was intended to pass along a very powerful theological statement. We have this chair almost floating in midair, surrounded by great statues of 4 of the doctors and fathers of the church from the East and the West. In other words, the Pope is supported by the bishops of the church. And then surrounded by angels, so the spiritual power. And then above the chair is this magnificent window of the Holy Spirit, the light coming through, guaranteeing that the Holy Spirit is guiding the church over the passage of time.
And just for those of us who can't get to Rome, how can
Yeah.
we honor this feast day today?
Well, first, read the passage that you just read, and also pray for the Pope, pray for the office of Peter. It is an immense responsibility. 1 billion souls are in his care. The spiritual care of the whole world is given to him by Christ. Pray for the Pope. Francis asked us to do that just this morning.
Just this morning, he did. Thank you so much, Matthew Bunson, EWTN senior contributor.
Good to be with you.